Well, now, WrestleMania 40 is in. She calls it the rear view mirror, and we are speeding towards WrestleMania Backlash, or Backlash, whatever the fuck they're calling it. Somebody's back is going to be lashed repeatedly, and since it's in France, who knows what the hell is going to happen? Maybe they're going to take a bunch of baguettes and go, bop, 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 bop. But first, we have to spend one more night in Philly. It's like one more night in Bangkok, but you don't have a strongman crumble. He just eats a lot of cheesesteaks and boos Santa Claus, and does whatever the fuck else anybody in Philadelphia does. Shout out to the people in Philly. I hope you had a goddamn blast. I'm John Renton with my review of WWE Raw, the Raw after WrestleMania 40. Yeah, this review is up a little bit later than usual because after watching the first hour, I went 40 miles south to watch a special screening of the new A24 Alex Garland directed and written flick, Civil War, and it was really good. It's going to be out in theaters in just a little bit. And actually, I want to offer an update in regards to future Raw reviews. Obviously, I will still review the show. There's no doubt about that. I'm not just going to stop right here and never again. But I'm also going to dive into more of the mystery movies and do more special screenings of movies because those that have followed my channel for a number of years, I mean, I've actually been doing content on this channel for about 10 years. Now, the video quality at first and, some of the stuff, I was still trying to find myself for a bit. So, in all honesty, really, if you take a look at the timeline, I really only have videos up here from about the past 7.5 years. The point is, I have reviewed a lot of Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, pretty much a lot of their weekly shows, especially Dynamite, and I've reviewed a lot of wrestling. Kind of burned out. So if there are times that I watch a movie and just review that and don't review a Raw, don't worry. I'm not saying I will never review Raw, but I may skip some weeks. So that's your warning. Do want to say, though, in regards to weekly NXT, not happening until they change a few things, and SmackDown might take another break after this Friday. Also, I got a lot of extra work coming up. So the whole point is, yeah, it's going to be a fluid situation. There's one thing you need to know about me. I sure love to fling my fluids around. Okay, on that note, let's get to the show. So, they announced the capacity of 20,000 people. Whatever. Where do we go from here, as the musical said? I'm trying to remember what musical that was. The first hour is commercial free. Excuse me, allergies are a bitch. Triple H comes out into a pop. It's a new era. Get ready to be beaten over the goddamn skull with the whole new era thing. Thank you, Hunter. I thought they were saying one of my favorite insults that I can't say on YouTube. My name's not Hunter. And then the mother gets dropped from the goddamn ceiling. Fun fact about Paranormal Activity 4. The guy that was the dad and the mother were actually married in real life. And the guy that was the dad was Mr. Henderson in the Mummy movie. Fun facts. Nevertheless, let's talk about this. So, no, thank you. And WrestleMania 40 was the greatest WrestleMania of all time. Bullshit. Now, you guys can think it's the greatest WrestleMania of all time. That's fine. You guys can say that. I don't think it's in the top 10. There were great moments. There were also some shit moments. It had a lot of ebbs and flows and had more positives than negatives. But anyway, he's doing all the spiel, and then here's Cody out to a pop and a sing-along, and he's the champion. He's like this, and he should have hit the pedigree on Triple H and just said, that's it. I won. I smashed your throne. I did it. No, he can't do that. Triple H can't take bumps. Even if he didn't have the heart issue and the pacemaker, there's no reason he should still be wrestling. So he congratulates Cody and said, hey, there were two guys that wanted to make a package for you, so they did. And it was Rise Up by Andra Day. I don't know who the fuck that is. Whatever. I guess she can sing, kind of, if you're into that sort of thing. Okay. It means a lot to Cody. It's the title his dad never won. I get it. That part's cool. Yes, he's worked hard. He's the face of the company. The crying shit is going to get old. It is going to get old. It is going to get stale. It's already stale with me. It is what it is. I'm over here on an island, and I'll just stay on it. I have no problem with that. I don't wish ill upon Cody. Cody is going to have a lot of crowds absolutely electric, happy, whatever you want to say. The bottom line is, though, it's phony, it's manufactured, and it's starting to feel like the boyhood dream thing. Was the chase the best part of it? I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be champion. I would be very surprised if he doesn't lose it by SummerSlam. Because I think they're going to make it like like Dusty with the NWA title, and that it's going to be more about the chase. It was what it was. This is cringe-inducing, melodramatic bullshit in this promo. I'm sorry. It fucking was. It just was what it was. He had Samantha introduce him as champion again. Some people dump on Samantha for being just too over the top with her, stuff. Sure, she gets a little animated, but you know what? She apparently actually doesn't want to know who's going to win the matches. So she actually announces with fervor. That's why she was so emotional when Cody won. I'd rather have some personality in my ring announcers, and she has personality. It also doesn't hurt that she has a great voice and that she's fucking gorgeous, and Ricochet and her are very happy. So you know what? I have no problem with Samantha Irvin having fun. But from undesirable to undeniable to now undisputed, I have many disputes. Here's The Rock with his own championship. I have a title too. And the crowd just wouldn't let him speak. This segment went on a while. They were chanting, shut the fuck up. There was beep, beep. I think the censor crew was having a series of strokes trying to keep up with this. They were chanting asshole. They were whatting him. They were losing it. And you know what? It's Philly. And Philly will absolutely let you know how they feel. So, he's just trying to... He did the trailer park trash line. They were having none of it. They eventually did quiet down, but this went probably a little bit longer than it should have because the crowd just wouldn't let up. And The Rock mentioned Mama Rhodes and how Dusty is looking down from heaven, and he mentioned his dad. Your dad ain't chatting with Dusty, Rock. Your dad is now in the other place. Because all the shit he did, allegedly, to a bunch of women. It's a piece of shit. Thankfully, Rock isn't. He might have worms for brains, but at least he doesn't strike me as somebody that would do that to women. So, yeah. The Ali title, the People's Championship, I'm sorry. I don't get it. Whatever, it is what it is. Is there any way The Rock can hold that title? Oh, let's strap each other. Let me tell you right now, when you have two men live on camera strapping each other and switching straps to use the respective straps on each other, it gets very uncomfortable. Always wash your straps. I do not speak from experience. Maybe I do. You don't know, and you're never going to know. So let's hold each other's titles. This just feels right. Thank you, Cody. And that The Rock is going to go away for a bit, but he's going to come back for him. SummerSlam, possibly? I think so. The crowd was chanting, this is awkward at a few points. And our story has just begun. So there you go. That's the end of that. Except Cody then would say, I'm the champ, they're champ, and boss, that means I'm your champion. He gave him something, and well, don't you ever break my heart again. What'd he give him? Shout out to Noah, who said that The Rock gave him his butt plug. Thanks, Noah. Thanks. I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. Noah's a great guy. Noah is going to kill me for saying that. But he put it on social media. Anyway, so then Nakamura showed up and faced Ilya Dragunov. They said, hey, Dragunov, you had that match with Tony D'Angelo that certainly happened. Come up here and beat Nakamura in maybe 5 minutes. And he did. He beat Nakamura within 5 minutes. Nakamura is getting paid basically to do nothing at this point. Good for him. H-bomb, torpedo, massive cow. No, wife, you moss cow, I know. Judgment Day arrives. Then I went off to the movie, so I didn't see the rest of this until later. Mania 40 highlights. Judgment Day in the ring. Well, Balor, Dominic, and JD, they talk. Then here's Rhea, the woman. She is my God. She laughs about beating Becky. How this is a new era for the Judgment Day. If we take shots every time they say new era for the next few weeks... If I drank, I would have been blackout drunk by this point, which would have been really bad for me to drive to Seattle. Not that driving around Seattle sober is necessarily something you want to do, but don't drink and drive. So here's Priest in a suit and new music. I don't know how much thought they put in these scenes, but more would have helped. You deserve a chance, you damn right I do. And they're celebrating, and Truth shows up at the tag title. I brought the tag titles back to the Judgment Day, and I'm sorry, but and I like Truth, don't get me wrong. I'm kind of done with this shit. Kind of done with this. It led to a match that was entertaining enough. Truth did say, you're going to face the three of us. Me, Miz, and the one you can't see. Not little Jimmy. If they telegraphed it anymore, they would have been saying it out via Morse code. There was Cena chance. The WWE draft, by the way, is going to be the 26th and the 29th of this month, where they rearrange the furniture. That's all the draft is. That's all it was. When it felt like a real draft in like 2016, maybe. It felt like a real draft in 2002 and 3. By 04, 05, it was starting to feel eh. But Austin Truth took on Judgment Day 2-on-3 for a bit, and then Cena showed up, and they had simultaneous 5-knuckle shuffles and AAs and got the victory. And then here comes Bronson as the Andre the Giant trophy. The total for SmackDown, Stand Deliver, both nights of Mania and Raw is just over 200,000 people. I don't know how much of that I actually believe. I think it's more like about 190,000, but who am I to argue? They had successful, business there. Considering how much they charge for some tickets, yeah. That's part of the reason I'm not going to go to any more WWE shows. I've seen the tickets they charge for some of them. I'm like, no. Sorry, I'll watch from the comfort of my own home. Rhea tells Dominic, take care of Andrade, oh. And then Liv says, I'm going to give her brain damage. And then Liv just repeatedly fists Rhea and stuff. Thinking about it, Kier. I know you're thinking about it. Kier, get some goddamn help. What the fuck is wrong with you? I run a clean show here, and here you are thinking about Liv, just repeatedly fisting and going right up Rhea's bloody Ripley. Gross. I grossed myself out. Kier, stop thinking about it. Poor Kier. Honestly, poor Kier. Nice guy. He's probably going to be thinking, what the fuck is wrong with me? You know what's wrong with me, Kier. Don't you? Stop thinking about it. So anyway, Indy with Candice took on Roxanne Perez. Who was the heel here? Roxanne won in like 3 minutes. Candice tripped Roxanne, who's the heel, and Indy's like upset and all this and just... And then Roxanne hits Pop Rocks, flipping her over and just getting right up there in Indy and getting the victory. I mean, good on Roxanne. I have nothing against her being a heel. Her and Lyra, I would argue, had the best match of Stand Deliver. That tied with maybe the 3-way North American Championship match, despite the fact Josh fucking Briggs existed. But yeah, 3-minute match. They're trying to give Candice personality, and I don't know why. Natty then challenges Roxanne, I think. I like Natty. Natty had them right out there, and it was very distracting. I had to actually rewind and catch what happened. I'm not complaining. She looks great, but I'm like, oh, there were words said. But you know what? Natty and Roxanne in a brief little feud. Wouldn't mind that. Sammy comes out to a pop and a sing-along. They give him the You Deserve a Chance. He praises Gunther's dominant 666 reign. It's for me, Damien. It's all for you. Or it's for you, Damien. It's all for you. Sorry, the first Omen pissed me off, so I couldn't even get the line correct. But he was the greatest, but I beat him. And that his family helped him. The fans helped him. Owens helped him. Chad Gable helped him. Well, he was going to say Chad Gable. Praise Gable more, but then Imperium showed up. You look like all these pheasants in Philadelphia, and your champion looks like a bum. Yeah, well, this champion can stay healthy, unlike you guys. Well, I don't know. Imperium, at least they've been taken more seriously. We're here to make it right. And then Gable shows up and they have a tag match where Gable does a diving headbutt. Stop it. Stop it, you fucking goddamn idiot. Stop doing the diving headbutt. It's their body. They can do what they want to, but they're going to cry too when they break their neck in two. Do. Stop it. So, a German pins Vinci. And then I realized that made it sound like Kaiser pinned his own partner. But no, German suplex. I believe it was Chaos Theory. Then the Chaos Emerald spilled out. Jay has a grill. Do they still call them grills? Chelsea, I'm going to do the thing here in a second, interrupts all three GMs. Nick Aldis, Adam Pearson, Ava Braun, for some reason, is there to talk about the draft. You have a match tonight, and Chelsea wants her moment. She's going to get that. And then we get Chelsea Green against Jade, who beat her in like a minute. After Chelsea protested, kick, punch, it's all in the mind, and Jade had flopped her down for a 3 count. And then Jade did the thing where she licked her hand and did the thing to break the internet again. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. I'm tired. Leave me alone. Thank you for watching, though. Gable wants his shot. So I said, perhaps in France. And then Sammy immediately said, how about my hometown of Montreal next week? Okay, close enough. Oh, no. They're in Quebec. Tino Bravo, no, don't smuggle the cigarettes. Drew is pissed. He marches to the ring. He cuts a promo saying what happened last night was BS. And at 5 minutes and 46 seconds, that's all his moment lasted. That's 5 minutes longer than any of you lasted in bed, so shut up. He called, what do you call him? He called him a bondage undertaker. He called Priest a bondage undertaker. Called him a transitional champion. Knocked CM Punk. All this stuff. And then it was Drew, Jay, here comes Bronson, and Ricochet. And what was announced? And I rewound it and listened to Samantha say it again. I'm not blaming Samantha. I'm blaming the company. 4-way #1 contenders elimination match. They forgot to put eliminations in it, and people kept breaking up near falls. I don't think anybody knew the rules or understood what elimination matches were. Don't book shit you don't know how to book. So they put a table out there for no reason. Jay went through it. They then had Here Comes Bronson on the announcer's table later. Ricochet looked, said to Samantha, I'm sorry, and then proceeded to destroy his ribs, doing a 450. And then Drew's about to hit the Claymore, and then suddenly Punk just shows up out of nowhere. A Cinderella story, or Cinderfella story. Hey, it's Philadelphia. Yeah, I know, cheap. And a spear from Jay. And a splash. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next week's a mystery movie. So it's Jay versus Priest. Oh, good God. Good God. Keep trying with Jay. Keep trying with Jay. Maybe you'll believe it, WWE. Look, I'm not saying he's not good, but after that match with Jim Uso, which was abysmal, fucking abysmal, one of the worst matches WWE's put on in a while. I don't know. Okay, so next week, if I do review Raw, it will be up later. But I'm going to watch a mystery movie, a PG-13. I don't know what it is. Hopefully The Fall Guy. Hopefully something good. Agree, disagree what I said? Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rickland. I'll see you soon.